and is recovering from his injuries. We'll bring you the latest. Also, more questions about gators at the resort and the proximity to guests. We'll have those full details for you next. Plus, we discuss the red flags raised about the Orlando shooter months before his rampage. That's tonight on Nightside, which begins right now.
Live from the KYMA studios, covering Yuma and the Imperial Valley, this is Nightside on KYMA News 11.
Thanks for joining us on Nightside. I'm Molly Lange. A Yuma man was beat in his bed this morning by a man with a baseball bat. At 4 a.m. this morning, Yuma police responded to the area of 20th Place and Avenue A to a report of a man banging on doors. When police arrived, they found a 26-year-old Hispanic man bleeding profusely from his head and face. He reported a person entered his home and beat him with a baseball bat while he was sleeping. Police followed a blood trail back to his home and searched for other victims. No other victims were found inside of his residence. Now the victim was transported to the Yuma Regional Medical Center where he was treated and released for his injuries. If you have any information about this case, please call the Yuma Police Department. And more funerals will be held Saturday for the victims of the deadliest shooting in U.S. history as the investigators drill down into possible red flags raised by the Orlando nightclub gunman in the months before his rampage. NBC's Gabe Gutierrez has the latest. And authorities say Salmon was also with her husband when he bought ammunition days before the shooting. According to the source close to Salmon, they were at a Walmart and she was with their 3-year-old boy in the toy department. And signs of change at Disney this after tragedy struck when a 2-year-old boy was dragged away from his parents and killed by an alligator. But also more questions about gators at the resort and the proximity to guests. Now, Carrie Sanders is in Orlando with the latest. And a Phoenix Walmart is closed and could be closed for up to a week after someone lit fireworks inside the store. Phoenix fire captain is comparing the fire it caused to a deadly one years ago. Kim Tobin reports. And Donald Trump was spotted hours before his scheduled campaign rally in Phoenix. A group of protesters posed a large inflatable Donald Trump with a sign reading, "Make America Hate Again." Now the Trump doll is wearing a white robe with Nazi and KKK symbols and is holding a hood. No word if any protesters were arrested. The real Donald Trump held a rally at Veterans Memorial Coliseum later on. And it is a dangerous, highly combustible mix, a parched landscape, and near record-setting heat. Perfect conditions for the spread of wildfires, which tonight have consumed tens of thousands of acres in at least 8 states with no end in sight. 2 of the most dangerous fires are in Southern California near Santa Barbara and in New Mexico near Albuquerque. Well, over 1,000 firefighters are battling to contain these blazes. Hundreds have been evacuated and more homes are threatened. Now, Steve Patterson starts us off tonight from California. All right, well, as you know, the heat is on its way. Well, it actually feels like it's here, but it will be here for quite some time. It will actually be under a heat advisory starting tomorrow. So
that's right, Molly.
What are we looking at? 118 degrees, 120?
We're looking at temperatures up to 122 degrees, but I'll tell you something for sure, that it's going to be hot, 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 hot.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys are in plenty of shade and you're drinking plenty of water out there.
And don't forget your pets.
Oh yeah, definitely make sure you bring your pets inside or make sure they have shade and water as well. Now, as we look into the heat advisory that's going to start on tomorrow, it may last until Tuesday.
Looking forward to it, Nico. Thank you. All right, well, a small landslide triggers a cliff collapse in San Diego. Now, what we're looking at here, officials say the landslide happened at Black's Beach. Lifeguards reported the incident just after 6 p.m. Pacific time. No injuries were reported and no property was damaged. Crews are working to remove the debris at this time. And coming up next on News 11, 13 years later, the sequel to Finding Nemo is finally in theaters. Why some marine experts don't want you to fall in love with Finding Dory too much. Plus, how Trump is trying to catch up to Hillary Clinton in both campaign cash and in the polls. Those details next on News 11, where news comes first. Welcome back to Nightside. Well, less than 30 days until the Republican National Convention opens in Cleveland, Donald Trump continues trying to shore up support among jittery party leaders. Trump is in the midst of a fundraising tour trying to catch up to Hillary Clinton in both campaign cash and in the polls. NBC's Chris Pallone has the latest. And coming up next, why a pro wrestler has been charged with domestic violence after an incident at his home. Those details after the break. Welcome back, everyone. Well, it has been hot and it is about to get hotter. I can't believe it, can you?
No, the temperatures are here and they're hot and they're gonna stay, Molly.
Yeah, I'm thinking we should fry an egg on the pavement tomorrow, or do like a cookie sheet in our in our cars.
Hey, not a bad idea. Viewers, you try it too and send your video in.
Yeah, chocolate chip. I think we should do like chocolate chip and see if my cookies cook faster than yours, and we should like put a timer. Just have fun with it. Why not? You know,
right.
It's the hottest day we've had so far.
Sounds like a plan for tomorrow, Molly Lange. Chocolate chip cookies, it is.
All right, well, thank you for joining us on News 11's Entertainment. Some marine experts don't want you to fall in love with Finding Dory too much. Disney's animated flick was released this weekend, and to tell us more, standing by in our studio is our very own News 11's Azucena Martinez to tell us more. Hey there. Thank you so much. Well, coming up next after the break, we will tell you what scientists are doing to restore depleted reefs and create an educational public snorkel park. That's next. Everyone. Well, scientists and volunteers are working to restore reefs off of Key West. On Monday, a group with the Moat Marine Tropical Research Lab planted 200 live coral fragments at Fort Zachary Taylor State Park. It's an effort to restore depleted reefs and create an educational public snorkel park. Now, scientists at the research lab are using a revolutionary technique to form new coral heads. It's called reskinning, which enables fragments of brain, star, and boulder corals to fuse together. Thank you so much for joining us. Join us tomorrow for the early edition and night side. See you then.